Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Coach Liz. So Virgo, I am at one of my favorite trails. I feel like I get a lot of messages when I'm either at the gym, walking on the trail, just being by nature. Um, so here we are, switching it up a little bit, trying to get out of the house, enjoy some of the sunlight. But Virgo, this is going to be a message just for you. But be aware that this is a general message, so it may or may not resonate. If it does not resonate, there will be more readings to come. Don't worry. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of the support. And welcome to my new subscribers. I'm happy you joined the team. Now, Virgo, you know I like to meditate before I start your video or start recording. And I feel like you're in this energy of indecision, right? You're like in this energy of indecision. You don't know which direction to head, which direction to go. Or you're like at this crossroads. And I feel like you're being called to be, being courageous. I feel like your crossroads is between somewhere where you've been comfortable, it feels familiar, but then the other option feels like a mystery, or it just feels like it's going to require a level of courage that maybe you've never tapped in before, or you have tapped in before, and you're being called to pull that part out of you again in order to make this decision. It's whatever the second option does require you to close out a chapter, though. It requires for you to completely end something. So you can't have both. It feels like you can't have this and the other. And it feels like you've been trying to do that. Like you've been trying to possibly find a way to unite both things, like both options, but it's not meant to be that way. It doesn't feel like that. It does feel like you need to make a solid decision or on either or, but it does feel like the path that you are on, it's either coming to an end, or it needs to come to an end, or you need to close it out. And there's a part of you, like the shadow part of you, you're being called to expose it, right? Not only to yourself, but to others, maybe. Having the courage to show to people that just because something didn't work out or didn't turn out like you wanted it, sorry y'all, like there's this really big black ant excuse me, trying to get its like space back, I'm sure, because I'm like sitting on the ground and I'm sure he's like, you're in my territory. Listen y'all, I'm just here for a little bit, just borrowing your space for a little bit. I promise I am not a threat. Please don't sting me. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get into the message before I get stung by something. By sitting there's a fly on my phone as I'm recording, so there could be like distractions. Don't allow distractions to get you off your path, right? Like if you feel like you are in a place where you don't belong, or you think you don't belong, or you won't be welcome, that's just your mentality telling you that, right? That's just you telling you that. And if there are other people telling you this, that's just their opinions, right? I feel like I'm speaking to a Virgo that knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing, or their calling, or their purpose. If you're not there yet, I feel like it's getting ready to be revealed to you. So you're gonna have to choose between two paths, and I feel like you're being guided to take the path less traveled, if that makes sense. You could also be receiving a message, text message, maybe um, some sort of communication call or something from someone that's going to require for you to stay grounded. They may try to bring the monster or the beast out of you in some way, shape, or form. Watch how you respond to it. It's okay to be assertive and stand your ground. Just do not react to that energy. Stay grounded, stay centered. You know exactly what you're supposed to do, what you were called to do. So don't allow those distractions to knock you off your path, right? Don't continue. And the message may be coming from a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or it, like I said, it could be a message that comes with a lot of passion in it, and not necessarily good passion, like, passion, but like aggressive. I'm getting aggressive. So it might tempt you to react, but don't. I'm hearing keep your cool, stay cool, calm, and collected. Yeah, whatever it is, it's just here to annoy you. Like, it's just here to tempt you. It's here to distract you. It's here to, it's gonna be almost annoying, it feels like, but don't react. Keep it moving. Keep focused. Stay courageous. Stay on your path. It could be something that you're hearing from a community of people, or maybe people gossiping, and then you're hearing about it. And as I'm saying, stay cool, calm, and collected. You see how this person is just like meditating, resting, minding their own goddamn business. And that's that hostilities energy. So yeah, I knew something or someone was trying to make themselves relevant. Don't even feed into it, Virgo. Don't do it. Don't fall into the trap. um you're literally being guided to who and what you're supposed to become, and these distractions, I'm hearing new levels, new devils. So these distractions are because of that. The whoever it is doesn't want you to elevate, or doesn't want you to ascend, whatever it is. If this is actually something energetic, someone sending negative energy towards you, even more reason why you need to stay grounded and 10 toes down. So going out in nature could be very beneficial right now, which is funny because y'all know I'm a Virgo sun. So something told me to come out here, and this is where I really honestly feel the most grounded. I'm an earth sign, right? The earth, it calls me to it. So maybe going on a hike, a trail, going near water. I am looking at the water like run in front of me. So that could be beneficial for you right now, earth signs. But all right, let's tap into the message. Those are the messages that are, were coming through. Now remember, tarot does tend to kind of lately I've realized that tarot has been kind of repeating the message that I am delivering, but I still like to get clarity to make sure that I am giving you all of the messages that you need to hear. So let's get some tarot. Let's see what all of this indecision, and maybe the indecision is coming from maybe because other people's opinions are throwing you off. You're not knowing, maybe I'm hearing you're caring too much. Maybe you're caring too much about what others might think, and it's taking a certain level of courage for you to take a leap onto whatever this new beginning may be, or this new path. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for the Virgo? Yeah. Okay. So the Hierophant and the Emperor both popped out. So you could be dealing with this could be you, right? But you could be dealing with an Aries, or someone who is a leader, a boss, an entrepreneur. This is someone who people look up to, a mentor, because the Hierophant is coming out with it. So this is someone that people really respect in the community. This could be a counselor, a therapist. Just I'm hearing the go-to, a person that's, you know, that's you people go to. The Moon is at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like certain things are being exposed when it comes to this Emperor. You could be dealing with an Emperor, or someone that does, like I said, takes on that role. But there are certain things that are being exposed, or yeah, certain things that are being exposed when it comes to this Emperor. Maybe they're becoming a little bit more, I'm hearing they're going through a dark night of the soul. And because they're showing up in the upright, I feel like this person, if this is not you, Virgo, I feel like this person is reviewing their views, right? Their values, their morals. I'm hearing there's certain things that I'm hearing taking a hard look in the mirror, looking at themselves, of like how they're leading, how they're viewing themselves is important right now. Okay, I'm hearing so this Emperor could be experiencing a dark night of the soul when it comes to how it is that they are leading their empire, in a sense where how they are showing up. I feel like for a long time, this Emperor or this person, if this is not you, if this is someone that you're connected to, Virgo, and this could be you, just flip and switch the roles. But I feel like this person, if it's not you again, is at a crossroads where they're having to reevaluate what they once believed their empire should look like. And I feel like there's a mask that they're ripping off, because I say the Seven of Swords. I feel like this Emperor used to lead with logic. They were very assertive, very confident, very passionate, right? But I feel like many times they led with logic instead of their heart. And I feel like now they're at a point where they're seeing or acknowledging how important it is to also allow the heart to lead, right? Finding a balance between logic and emotions. I feel like this could have been a person who suppressed their emotions, turned a blind eye to their emotions, maybe wore a mask. I'm hearing Superman, Batman type shit, like where, you know, they show up as one person to the world, like Superman, right, ready to save the world. And that's what I'm getting with this Emperor, right? They showed up for business, you know, they're showing up to handle stand on business, and that's how they've been navigating through life is things were always about business, right? But I feel like they're at a point in their life where now they're having to approach business with their heart. And that, if you guys notice, many leaders cannot lead with the heart, right? They lead with rules, regulations, because there's no room for the heart. And I feel like even just overall, I feel like businesses and CEOs and business owners are starting to realize that they cannot treat their employees or their people or people who work for them as machines, people that don't have hearts, right? I feel like people are starting to awaken to the fact that we are not machines. We are not meant to be on the go 24/7. We're not meant to slave our entire lives. We're meant to have a balance between working hard, but also pouring into ourselves and into other people emotionally. And I feel like that's where this emperor is at right now. They're reviewing their traditional views, their moral compass, I'm hearing. It's like changing or shifting. And there's a part of themselves that they're going through this dark night of the soul where things are coming up to the surface and they're having to be courageous, because if this is a leader, right, if people have expected them to show up a certain way, or even themselves, they've expected themselves to show up a certain way, now they're starting to realize that you can get people to do more for you when you approach with the heart rather than with rules and regulations, right? But in order for you to make that shift, you have to first have the courage to say that that's how you're going to show up, and then actually show up that way. And it could go against rules and regulations, right? That this emperor may have to answer to. So it does feel like there are patterns or beliefs that are being broken, cycles that are being broken, barriers that are being broken within oneself, right? Within the emperor, this emperor, and in a community, right? Because we did see community here. So maybe there are things that are shifting and changing within this community that this emperor is tied to. I feel like things are definitely being revealed and brought up to the surface, because like I said, I do see the Seven of Swords after the moon. So there's a lot of secrecy, but with, everything comes to light. And although with the moon energy, you can only see a portion. Right, when the moon shines on something, it doesn't illuminate like the sun does. But with the moon, there's only a portion that gets illuminated. And I think now, whoever this emperor is, if it's you or someone you're connected to, they're at a crossroads where they're being called to see the bigger picture, right? Not just a piece of them, but actually expose a bigger part of them, a bigger part of the community being exposed. I feel I wouldn't be surprised if like the hanged man pops out. There's like a shift happening here, like a shift in views, a shift in beliefs, a shift in how things were being done in the past. What else do you have for the Virgo? Okay. Yeah, I feel like if this is someone that you were connected to, Virgo, you could have been in a situation where you may have not like seen eye to eye, right? Like you guys were talking apples and oranges. Like one person was wanting one thing, and then the other one was wanting something else. It just felt like you guys were not on the same page when it came to family or building a family or building a home, or emotional, right? Like the emotional connection between the two of you. Maybe Virgo, you were someone who valued family and emotions as well as connecting on a level where, how can I put it? Sorry, somebody threw me off. Um, it's like you guys weren't able to connect on other things when it came to business, when it came to financial matters, or how you viewed hard work. But when it came to family and emotions, there was a disconnect somewhere. And I feel like now, I feel like, Virgo, your ability to, because you're showing up here as the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like your ability to turn your passion into your money making thing, right? Like I feel like you're someone that took what you actually love, maybe a hobby, and you turned it into money, into something. I feel like this is what's pushing your person to shift their views and their perspective on how it is that they're showing up as a leader. With the Ten of Cups energy, I feel like you're someone that's very, you know, family, I'm hearing family oriented, or you care about, you know, family dinners, spending time and pouring into those who love you, who appreciate you, who pour into you. Y'all, I think I need to clean the phone because it looks a little, I don't have anything to clean it with, so we'll do it in the next video. But yeah, I just feel like you're someone that took a hobby and you started to pour into it, and your person saw and admires how you pour into you, how you pour into the things that you love, family, friends, excuse me, your business, and you do it all out of love. You do it all out of yeah, you do it all with love, right? If it doesn't align with you and your energy, you just don't pour into it. You just don't give into it. And if you do, you do it to elevate whatever it is that you pour into. You do it with love, knowing that it's whatever it is that you're giving into is going to be forever changed, right? And I feel like this is what's calling, or what's helping this masculine, this emperor, to shift the perspective, to tap into their own, you know, courage and passions, and implement that into their career, their business, how they're showing up in their community as well. So I feel like I'm speaking to a Virgo that's very influential, not because you're trying, but because how you are showing up in your community. You're showing up with, again, with love, with respect to others, and respect to others' journeys, right? Like, you understand that everyone is on their own journey, and everyone's making their own mistakes, and everyone is just trying to figure shit out. And I feel like because you view life like that, that's what's helping this emperor shift, right? To tap into their emotions and their heart, or tap into their heart space. I feel like also you could have been juggling, if this is, you know, if you're showing up as this emperor. I feel like you could have been juggling a lot of responsibilities, weighing out, negotiating. Maybe there's an energy of like negotiation as well. For some of you Virgos, you may need to negotiate. If you are being offered like a new job or a new position, a leadership position, a CEO, whatever, management, supervisor, whatever it is, you're being called to negotiate your pay. Just, that's for some of you. Charge what your value is, honey bun. You know, if you feel like you are not being compensated for your knowledge or your work, It's okay, speak up. Have the courage. That's that courage energy to speak up and get paid what you know your value is. I hear an animal, you guys. Hold on. I ain't trying. Listen, I'm not trying to get eaten. All right. What other messages do you have for the Virgo? I'm trying to hurry up. I know these animals are like, all right, you didn't sat in our space for a little too long. We have the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. That's that. I'm picking up on that message that's coming in from someone, or something that has you feeling at a like you lost on something, you've lost out on something, like something just didn't work out how you expected it. Emotionally you feel like something is missing, or something just didn't work out like you wanted, Virgo, and that's okay. That's okay. I feel like you're getting ready to come across the people that are going to help you rebuild with the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you've I'm hearing outgrew the blueprint. You outgrew the original blueprint, and you're having now to going a different direction. Again, something has to end. As I said at the beginning of your reading, something is closing out. Something has to completely end, because you're being called to build elsewhere. You're being called to work with other people as well. Maybe the people that you've been working with is just not working out anymore. You're no longer, you see the cups are broken, so and I feel like it's too broken. It can't be fixed anymore. It can't be put together like it used to, or how it was. But you see them 2 cups still intact, right? So I feel like it's time to take what you've learned, your experiences that you've gotten thus far, walk away with integrity, because it's not that you failed, Virgo. It's not that you it didn't work out how you thought it was supposed to, but it's working out for you, because now you're supposed to be headed in a whole new direction. So you didn't make a mistake. I feel like the only mistake would be is if you don't decide, and you have to decide. You can't stay stuck. And again, if you're not deciding because of what other people will think, or I'm hearing go with the flow, because you just want to go with the flow, you're gonna find yourself in this repetitive cycle of feeling lost and emptiness and confusion. And you don't have to be in that energy, because you already know what you are supposed to be doing. You already know. I feel like you've already answered the call. You just have to take the step in that direction. And I really think that the only thing that's stopping you is either other people's opinions, or like you're worried if other people will be happy for what you're doing. But it shouldn't matter, Virgo. It shouldn't matter, because even if they're not happy, even if they don't agree, even if they frown upon what it is that you're getting ready to do, or you decide to do, you're still going to be led right into your soul tribe. The people that are going to speak life into you, the people who are going to push you and motivate you, the people who are going to see you for who you are and why you're here in the first place. And if others can't see that, or if others can't understand that they don't belong in your community, they don't. Why would you want that? Why would you want someone in your community to hold you back when they know, because they see what you're elevating to. They see what your potential is, right? They see that you're a boss. They see that you can run some shit smoothly without a problem, right? So their beliefs are going to have to shift if they want to be part of your community. But if you're doing things out of love, out of your heart, because you want to see others elevate and get to the point where you're at, I don't see what you're doing wrong, Virgo. I feel like the only wrong thing here to do is not do anything at all. And I can almost guarantee you that if you are a Virgo who is following God's calling, you're not going to be allowed to sit in that indecision for too long. You're going to get your ass whooped real fast and in a hurry. And I mean that with all the love in my heart. All right, let me get some more for the Virgo. Let me get 2 more for the Virgo. Okay. Yeah, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, there's a lot of swords here. There's a lot of like mental space, being in your head, being stuck in your head, because things aren't working out how you wanted it. It also feels like you could be dealing with someone, and again, someone's coming in or someone's in your energy who can be very impulsive with their words, or just there could be some information coming in again that's going to make you feel betrayed, disappointed, hurt. There's an energy of something, it could be happening soon or now. You could be experiencing that right now. Let it rub off and let it roll, because you have a goal to reach, Virgo. You have a goal to reach. I also feel like you're getting good news when it comes to your finances. You could be receiving like a new job offer or an increase, or you're learning a new skill. You could possibly already, like if you're someone who just got promoted into a leadership position, you're having to learn something, maybe educate yourself on the role or the position, or pick up a new skill as well. Yeah, there's a red bird. So definitely on the message, there's something being delivered back to the passionate, fiery message. So this could be, you know, if you're connecting to this person, romantically connected to this emperor, you could be receiving some nice little messages, you know, hot, fiery messages between, it could be going between you and your person. So that could be for some of you Virgos. I feel your root chakra could be feeling a little hot, a little tingle. I feel like this emperor, if you are connected to this emperor romantically, like if there is some sort of like romantic connection between the two of you, y'all be having some, as I'm saying that, I can't make this shut up. I was about to say y'all be having some baby making sex, and y'all listen, if you're not trying to get pregnant, wrap it up, because that might be the message that you get. You know, you might be receiving a message of, oh, by the way, you're pregnant. Or someone could be receiving that message. Someone's emperor, you could be having to announce that to your person, Like, guess what? Surprise! Some of you could not be expecting this. For others of you, you could be finding out that someone got pregnant on you while you know, and that's, yeah, you could be finding out that someone got pregnant on you and you're feeling betrayed. So you're having to cut them out, cut them off, release. That could be the message that you're receiving, where you feel betrayed, disappointed, backstabbed. That's for some of you Virgos. That's not for all of you. You know. Or you could just, you know, gotten pregnant and you were not expecting it. I think I said that already, but I don't know. Okay. Okay, let's close it out, you guys. Did I bring my other cords? I did not. I didn't bring the Moonology cards, but I am going to, let's close it out with one of the symbols. No, I don't want that. Let's close it out with one of these. Yeah, someone's in their head a lot. Virgo, someone's in their head a lot. Like, they're having a lot of mental, like, anxiety, fears, doubts, maybe. And it could be, again, because you're at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads. Okay, what messages do you have for the Virgo? Let's bring it all together. What advice or closing message do you have for the Virgo? Okay, yeah, deceit. What I say, someone has been, either someone lied and it's coming to light. Someone's either been keeping a mask and things are being revealed. Whatever it is, you're gonna have to walk away from the situation. Walk away from the situation. Don't let the shit, don't react, because whatever is happening, I feel like it's to honestly test the hard work that you've done, right there. I feel like it's bringing up a certain part of you that's going to take courage to not react. It's somebody's going to tell you something. Some messages are coming in. Something is being exposed, for sure. Secrets are coming to light. And it's, again, this could be you going through this, you realizing certain things about yourself, Virgo, or this could be about someone else, someone that you're connected to. They could be seeing certain parts of themselves that they've been trying to hide. Maybe they're being exposed to you. Maybe they've been trying to hide certain parts of themselves that are being exposed. So, all right, Virgo, let me know in the comments. Let me know what it means. What does it all mean? If it resonates, let me know. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.